Yay! It is December. That means it is time to get presents, more presents, money if you're lucky, and more presents, and more presents. But December is also the month of finals, and if you know finals are a pain. Majority of the teachers will expect you to know all the contents of a book and then expect you to spit out the information in an hour or 2 or maybe 3. But do not worry, I got some tips and tricks that can help you pass, do well, or just barely scrape pass in the class. Results vary, so let's go! So the first and foremost and most obvious thing to do is to study. Study. And also paying attention in class and writing good notes. So make sure you write notes that you can understand. Second, make sure you study 1 week ahead in time. Meaning, say your exam is Wednesday, December 14th, right? Then start studying the week before, which is Wednesday, December 7th. Do not wait last minute to study, or 2 days, 3 days before the exam, unless you're one of those people that, have like super photographic memory, or you are Asian and then you can do that. And if you're not one of those people or you cannot do that, I suggest 1 week ahead of time to study. And if you have lots of problems, then 2 weeks ahead of time. Thirdly, do not waste time on unnecessary things. Things such as going to parties, playing video games, watching TV, shopping, etc. Instead of doing all of those things, take that time and study. Fourth, highlight your notes. If you're one of those people that do well with highlighting, like if you highlight and then the text stands out more to you and you actually remember that way, then by all means do it. 5, write or make small notes. You don't have to, necessarily go take a piece of paper, cut up small pieces of paper, or use index cards and write up your own notes. Your textbook can be very useful to you, or your own notes. When you read your own notes, write a little note or write it again beside it just to test your brain, This way it stimulates your brain and then you remember more. And if necessary, have a small quiz with yourself. Yeah, a small quiz, meaning you stare into the book and then you read the sentence and then you go, what is that, and then oh, I know, it's da, and then you check back for your answer. Yes, it might look crazy, but it helps. So have mini quiz sessions or tests or whatever with yourself. Next is to make sure you understand the material. Now it is time for the fun part, which I like to call cheats, tricks, or strange methods of studying. First, try walking. When you read your text while you're walking, it kind of helps. I don't know what it does, but it helps. It helps you memorize stuff and it helps you understand the text. Second, read out loud. Have a textbook and then read out loud what you are reading. Because this way, you understand more what you read. So you're not just reading. You're actually understanding your text, and make sure you read it a couple of times so that the information can be stuck in your head. Third, have some sort of medium with you to distribute the stress or anxiety or nervousness you might be having. A lot of people don't know they might have these anxieties, nervousness, and whatnot, but when you have a medium with you, like maybe a pen in your hand, and just start flipping through the paper clip or just anything to, distribute some of the attention, it can help you greatly memorize more stuff instead of thinking, I have to remember this, I have to remember this, I have to remember this while you are trying to read the whole text. It's not gonna help. So having something to distribute your attention is a good idea. 4, if you are still having trouble understanding some of your materials and you find it hard to study by yourself, then gather up your friends and study together. Sometimes this is good for people that like to boast or people that like to be better than other people, I guess, or competitive people. Then studying in a group is a good idea. But if you're not one of those people, then 5, on the day of your exam or final, look over your notes. Do not study. When I say look over, I do not mean studying, as in trying to remember everything, trying to know the information at that time. Look at your highlighted portions, or look at your small notes, or familiarize yourself with what you studied before. 6. Oh, there's no 6. So those were all my tips, tricks, and cheats, if you will, of passing or doing well or getting through an exam. Please keep in mind, these do not work for everyone. Before I forget, these methods can be used in combinations if you want. For example, if people like to highlight and write notes, it can work too. You can highlight your notes or your textbook or whatnot and then write notes beside it. That works too. And good luck to all of you. I hope you guys learned something, or I hope that some of it might be a little bit helpful. Remember, what you don't know, you're not gonna know.